Welcome back to another episode of Fish 5-0. It is I, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. Today we're playing Grixis Control. Now you all know I love Grixis Control. That was what that's my GP deck, that's everything. But this time around, it's using Mirari's Conjecture. This is not the same list that you'll often see with like Nico Bolas, Doom Whisperers, that kind of stuff. This is really just a Mirari's Conjecture deck. Good job, by the way, Arcanic, piloting this to 5-0. Good job. And I love the idea of a Conjecture deck. I used to play it a ton when there was just best of one. I love the blue-black variant that use, Mastermind's Acquisition, all this other stuff, and then one with Torment of Hailfire. So I'm happy to see this back in the light. Looks like we're using Explosion this time around to just do the final bits of damage. Well, it's not really the final bits, because what'll happen here is Mirari's Conjecture, which the first chapter is return target instant card from your graveyard to your hand. Then second chapter is return target sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And then the third chapter, the best chapter. Until end of turn, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for that copy. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and Explosion for 9, which then gets me a second copy for 9. So that's 18 damage, 18 cards. You may not have, maybe they've gained a ton of life, but they've also drawn a ton of cards. So I assume you can possibly use this as a way to mill your opponent out. Wow, it's like Bill. I mean, that's what you call it, right? It's Bill. It's burn mill. Why not? Let's just call it Grixis Bill. It works out perfect. We're going to see how the deck goes throughout the rest of the event, but I am noticing a little bit of an issue, or maybe what I presume is an issue right now, which is our control matchups, but I assume that the duresses and discard spells will help with that. And I assume we're going to be making tons of treasure tokens between Treasure Map, Pirate's Pillage, and, that'll help with the few of, the 2 of Karns. So let's, without holding you up any longer, let's see how this does in the league. This deck seems fun to play, so I'm excited to take this for a spin. I'll keep this. There's a lot of early interaction here. And so in between, Moment of Craving, Lava Coil for the Phoenix decks, stuff like that. Start with the Watery Grave, since we have an untapped red source in Sulphur Falls. Most likely, with the way the ladder's been, it looks like it's a Phoenix deck. Let's start the treasure map train early. There is a very likely chance, that it could still be something else like Mono Red or something, but usually Mono Red, I'm used to something hitting me by now. So, until then, we'll just click Pinchy. Yep. And yep. Makes sense. Let's cast that. Bottom that. We're going to bottom the Opt. I don't mind shocking for this, because it's going to be Moment of Craving, which nets us the 2 life back anyways. Alright, so that's gone. Now we're going to save the 3 lava coils that we have for Drakes and Phoenixes. We do have tons of ways to deal with Drakes. I may want to save these for Phoenixes. Alright. Wish I didn't tap the black there, but it's okay. Let's move that to the bottom. 7 mana card, Star of Extinction. Not where I want to be. Let's go ahead and Surveil and use Discovery here. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Should be good enough for us. Alright. I don't think I want either of those. Okay, well, another Discovery. We're going to bin the Steam Vents and the Mountain, as you see, so off the Discovery, which drew us into another Discovery, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Nope. Crash through from the opponent. Radical idea from the opponent. They do have a Phoenix in the yard, but I don't mind taking 3 this turn, because then I have the Lava Coil, right? Sweet. So we're going to get hit for... They hit us in the face with shock, so we're down to 15. I'll keep the 5th land, I guess. Why not now? So we drew the Mountain. We topped a Mountain. We're going to Lava Coil. Now that they know that we main deck Lava Coils, most likely they're just going to start leaving up 1 mana for shocks to hit their own. Ooh, I'll keep the Expansion Explosion on top. It's not until the next game, I don't think. Some of them play randomly a Singleton Dive Down in the main deck, but most of it won't be happening until the sideboard. Sideboarded games, we're going to be bringing in a lot of hand disruption. I know that the general idea is that you don't want, like, oh, why are you helping the Phoenix decks discard? But actually, you really do want to grind the Phoenix decks out of cards, because then that's how they get the Phoenixes back, right? So if you're able to pitch a ton of those, that's a good thing. Sure. So they just pitched one more Phoenix into the bin, so we take another 3. Yeah, okay, there you go. Ooh, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. But I'm going to hold on to the expansion explosion because maybe there's going to be a later turn when we get down to the lower side of our health. Like right now we're going to go down to 12. Pretty soon now, like it's getting a little scary, so I want to have instant speed answers to Phoenixes that hit me. Ooh. Oh no! Tapped our treasure cove. Okay. Just hold up shock. That's 2 Phoenixes exiled. That means there's 2 left in the deck. A Drake, sure. Alright, so they have a Crackling Drake. See what they drew. Radical idea. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good for us. You know, I kind of want to just... No. Let's not be ridiculous here. We can deal with the Drakes relatively easily. I mean the Phoenixes now, right? Because we still have 4 shocks in the deck. Well, 3 in the deck, 1 in hand. We have the Moment of Craving here, which we could use expansion on if we really need to like kill multiple things at once. It'll gain us enough health. Plus we have Mirari's Conjecture. The Conjecture should be able to bring us back the lava coils once we need them. Okay, so Enigma Drake from the opponent into Electromancer from the opponent. Sure. Let's go ahead and shock that. We don't like their Goblin Electromancer, though, seems kind of like harmless, just a 2/2, but the fact that it reduces the cost of all their spells is huge. It's huge. So make sure that thing has to die. That thing has to die. An island? Oh boy. We need to find that Conjecture relatively soon here. So if they have a dive down or a counterspell, we get Omega blown out, right? But what we could do is wait until the end of our turn. Let's wait till the end of our turn. See if they do anything. If they cast that Radical idea, okay, fine. They'll tap out soon. Yeah, that's cool. Or it's a... I mean, if they have the dive down or the counterspell, yeah, it's going to hurt. But I really don't see them playing that main deck. Most of those counterspells come out of the sideboard. Alright, sure. They're trying to grow their Enigma Drake. That makes sense. Puts us down to 7. I mean, we're gonna kill the Drake, obviously. Alright. Sure, add the white source. Do they have a way to kill to protect this? If they have a dive down, that feels bad, but alright. So we're gonna draw 5. Oh man, that was a really weak 5. Luckily the Pirates Pillage will garner some more treasures. I don't think we can afford the shock land right now, so let's throw that away. Then we can use the treasure cove to sacrifice what we find. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not going to kill the Phoenix now. We kill the Phoenix on their turn after they go into combat. Interesting. Why don't we do this? Why don't we use, since I plan on shocking it now, the Phoenix, because we have a shock. We're going to play Treasure Map. Pass it back to the opponent. Then we're going to either we're like 100% shocking this, actually. There's no way we're just taking this hit for fun. It's not a hobby of mine to just randomly get hit by a Phoenix, so. Get out of here? Maybe? Yeah, so we do it in combat because this way, if they cast the 3 spells that are required, they can bring it back. So that's why we waited till their turn. Okay, opponent casts Chart of Course. Seems cool. One Phoenix in the bin. Really want to dig towards that Mirari's Conjecture, though. Once they play something like an Electromancer, maybe, then we can use the Moment of Craving on that, which will give us the life total that we need to take a hit from a Phoenix to hopefully get to the point where we can just Lava Coil it. Alright, so we're going to play Sulfur Falls. Play Karn here. Karn's going to kind of help us out here. We're going to make some tokens. We're going to put a clock on our opponent. Because right now we've got 3 artifacts. 3 artifacts. I mean, if they have shocks, then that means that's... I mean, let me see how many shocks they have. They have 2 in the graveyard, so 2 left in deck. Fine. That means they'll have to aim both of those at Karn. I know they don't play Lightning Strike. Alright. Looks like they're going to try to get back the Phoenix this turn. Let's hope they don't discard too many more. I mean, they only have 2 left, so the one's in the graveyard, I guess. It is a known thing here. Now they only have 2 left. Yep. They're just going through their deck. You know what's funny? With how much they mill themselves, or I mean they're drawing, we could just mill them. Like after a certain point, you can definitely just mill them. Like you could just go Explosion, make them draw the rest of their deck, and then they lose the game. Alright. I thought they were going to like randomly shock to prevent my life gain, which is actually kind of useful. I mean, yeah, it's not a shock to my face, though, I guess so. Never mind. It's not as useful. They can just shock me instead. No need to block. No, stop using that land. Need that one. Whatever. Let's go ahead and keep digging. No, we don't need the Sulfur Falls, so we're going to bottom that with Opt. Oh, nice. Opt into Opt. Always like that. It's an optimal play. Heh. Heh. Alright. Just keep smorking in here. Let me see. How much damage is this? That's 4. So we have 3, 5. We have 10. I mean, they're dead next turn. We can just try to, like, fight off whatever they do with this explosion. We just, like, shoot down any of the Phoenixes that they would normally play here, which they have 1 right now. Alright, so Tormenting Voice from the opponent. Pitching a Mountain. So they're going to probably... They've got that. They've got the 2 Radical Ideas in the graveyard. So they for sure have the 3 spells. But they now need to keep in mind that I have these 7/7s here, and they do die on the crackback. Bacon Bolt. Well, would you look at that? The Bacon Bolt came down. That's pretty good. How many cards have left? 21? Always feels good that I can just count my opponent's deck here. That's 2 Phoenixes from the opponent. Kind of thought they would play the other Bacon Bolt here. That's very interesting. I think they might have just misplayed, because I think I would have just... I guess they could just block one. I mean, they can't risk taking both, right? So... Okay, well, so disperse that. So they have to bounce one back, and then I think they lose here. They should have probably killed this, to be honest with you. That was a bit risky from the opponent. Alright, so we'll just take that. And then comes our turn, and that's pretty much game. Like, there's nothing they could do now. Like, Shock doesn't kill this. That's the only thing that they could opt into nothing. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just kill them. They only have 1 mana. We have 4, so that's 3, 6, 7, 8. Just do all 8. Alright, resolves. Spell Pierce won't save him because we have the treasures to pay for it. All right, opponent's in the tank. All right. So it looks like we're gonna take game 1. Let's see how we do after board. Hey, there's Mirari's Conjecture. Good news is they didn't see the Conjecture, so I guess they don't really have to worry too much about it. They will be bringing in their negates, but we're also going to be bringing in 4 Thought Erasures. We should be expecting some amount of Murmuring Mystics from the opponent. I know that they've been doing that, and I personally love the Fly Romancer, if you would. Let's see how we're going to sideboard. We can drop some Discoveries. Karn's not the fastest. Pirate's Pillage isn't the greatest. Eldest Reborn for when they have a not a Nico Bolas, a Niv Mizzet. Not unheard of. Let me see. What else what else don't we want from this? Conjecture is like pretty good here. It helps us like grind the long game with them because they're gonna just keep reoccurring their Phoenixes for the time being. Lava Coil is sorcery. I don't think I want another Eldest Reborn, do I? I have a Star of Extinction. I'll just have to blow up Niv Mizzet, right? How easy is that? Brought in the Thought Erasures because, you know, as I said earlier, we still want to disrupt their hand. I don't think we want the full playset of Duresses because then we cut down on answers to have those. And on top of that, they still have a lot of creatures. So at least Thought Erasure can rip anything from their hand. Play this tapped. 2 life will be relevant. Let's hope they don't have a Goblin on 2. Electromancer is seriously scary business. And I wasn't going to shock for the Watery Grave. I could have played the island to use the opt. But I want to use this play this now while I still can, so I don't have to take 2 life for it. Huh. Okay, I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's fine. Let's go ahead and play. Let's play the treasure map now. Let's start the digging. We're going to need to find some answers. Luckily, the Moment of Craving's in this deck. This deck really is just the blue-red kind of conjecture deck. But the only difference is now it splashes black. Just for, like, Moment of Craving so far. To cast the other side of Dispersal. Discovery, Dispersal, or whatever. And, I mean, I haven't seen too much outside of that. And like, the sideboard is where the rest of the black comes in. Where you'll see cards like, you know, Duress, Thought Erasure, stuff like that. Let's move that to the bottom. We need to find answers. We'll just go ahead and bluff that we have something. It always works out. They'll never cast into it. I mean, but legitimately, though, open mana does make the opponent play differently. They will cast into it. So maybe that buys us off a turn of like maybe them playing like Pyromancer because they're concerned about losing a Pyromancer. Whereas, you know, losing a Drake isn't as bad because Pyromancer can just overrun us. Okay, so that leaves them with 1 more spell until they get Phoenix. Little scary though. I mean, I don't know. Is the opponent really gonna try to get the Phoenix down this turn? I guess so. It's like now you're leaving it open to like me like just getting it with a like a Lava Coil, but we don't have that. So good job. Sick reads. That draws us 2 cards. We do want cards, don't we? We like cards here. Cards are good. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, so we're going to take 2. Phoenix is going to hit us, put us down to 15. Silly shock. Let's go ahead and draw. Take a turn off. I mean, I guess we could just do this. What are we discarding? Steam Vents. We don't need that. There you go. We will unfortunately have to take another round of hits from the Phoenix. So that puts us down to 12, but then Moment of Craving puts us back up to 14. Crackling Drake is problematic, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go to my turn. Push that to the bottom. I have to do this. Pass it back to them. So we're back up to 16. Then we play Mirari's Conjecture next turn, and then we can pick this down. I want to save my treasures. Oh, boy. Lava Coil, please. Lava Coil, please. Somewhere in the deck. Nope, that's not you. I need you, Lava Coil. Oh. Okay. We're going to go ahead and grab the Moment of Craving back. Once again, we're just going to kill this on their turn. I wanted to save my treasures, but maybe now it's a little too late. Or we're in a bit of a dire situation, so I need to see what's in their hand. Drake. Electromancer, Shock. Chart a Course. Chart a Course helps them dig quite a bit. So does the Electromancer. Pretty rough. Interesting. I think I'm kind of already dead as is. But let's go ahead and get rid of the way for them to find more cards out of their deck. They don't have anything like Dive Down. That's why I did that. I wanted to rip a Dive Down and negate or something along the lines of those cards. We're using all our treasures. Go up to 12. Go back down to 9. They have a Shock in hand, so we could be at 7, essentially. We know the Shock's on top. Yep. Okay. What's our out here? Let's tap like this. Hold that up. Alright, what can we do here? That won't save us, unfortunately. But maybe this will. Let's take a peek here at the top 2 cards. Man, we really need to find these lava coils. Oh, no lava coil. Last chance effort. No. Alright, they got us this game. Let's take it to the next one. We could have flipped the map, I guess, using those 2 treasures, because then we could have done it at the end of their turn and the beginning of ours, but man, really needed some actual lava coils or any kind of removal there. That felt a little saddening. Okay. We're on the play now. Let's go down to Conjecture. Guess we use the Eldest Reborn. They still have a ton of Drakes. I don't want to hold a ton of Star of Extinctions. That was another out we could have had, but we had to have drawn that. Star of Extinction would have been real nice on that board. Play first. Got a mulligan. This is actually not a bad 6. We have Thought Erasure. Kind of like see what they've got and kind of like get to push whatever the top card is with Surveil. I'm just hoping that we can hit our removal. The first hand had all the removal we needed from like last game, but the issue is we only had 1 land, so kind of an easy mulligan there. Opponent's got a difficult decision to make. Probably thinking like, oh, can I keep this because, you know, I have only 1 land. Hopefully it's a 1-lander and we can just punish him. We have the Lava Coil, so we're windmill keeping that on top. We're asking for that all last game, so. Bacon Bolt, Chart a Course. Yeah, we're taking Chart a Course. Helps them dig through their deck. We don't need them doing that. Bacon Bolt, totally fine. That only hits our tokens. That's a good thing they kept that in. Because we don't really have any other creatures. It hits our Karn tokens, and by then they have to have like a billion spells, and that's okay. Play this now. We don't take the shock damage later, so Watery Grave comes into play tapped. Yep, Radical Idea, you got it, opponent. Then we're going to play Karn. And then when they play, ideally here, we're going to plus Karn, because Karn is the best ramp spell in the game. We're going to plus Karn, they're going to give us another land. Then we're going to play Eldest Reborn when they play the Drake. Oh boy. So we're getting the Pirate's Pillage. Because they definitely don't want us using that Lava Coil. Or maybe they don't want us to draw. I mean, as of right now, as it stands, the Drake is what? It's got 1 power. It's got 3 power. They'll probably cast Radical Idea at the next turn. So that's fine. Yeah, it'll just be 3 power for now. That's if they decide to play Phoenix. The Eldest Reborns will play around the dive down, so that's pretty cool. And we'll just use Karn again next turn. Karn again next turn. Hopefully hit the land number 5. Ideally, I want to not actually have to use any Lava Coils on the Phoenix. And the Eldest Reborn coming down is perfect because they probably have Disdainful Stroke and Negate. So you really want to try to get that clunky big 5-drop down on the board as soon as you can. All right. I mean, if they have Niv Mizzet, that'll be hard times, but... Yep, there's Crackling Drake. All right, here we go. Oh, we don't even need to worry about that anymore. We just play that. Minus Karn. Grab that. Known information now for them, but... Got rid of the Drake. Now, but they know about this Lava Coil. They know at least about this one on the far left. I don't know, because I've been told 2 different things that, like, apparently if you play, like, the same card, it'll always use the one that's been revealed, but I don't know how true that is. So, have to look into that. All right. Nice. They held this late game for, like, the later turn, so they can get multiple spells off in one turn. Good call. Heads up play. Heads up play. I like it. They discard a card? Maybe it's Bacon Bolt. It's Mountain? Alright. Getting the shock land, maybe? Because he wants us to deal... No. Untap land. Okay. That's fine with me. Huh. This is an interesting question now. Do I want to use the Lava Coil on this? I do, because then maybe they'll play differently around it, but I could also just use this Moment of Craving. Moment of Craving is pretty enticing. Yeah, I'm just using Moment of Craving. Sweet. Let's cast the Pirate's Pillage, discarding the Opt. Hopefully they don't counter this. Or they could, that's fine. Disdainful Stroke, you got it, buddy. It's fine, that's a Disdainful Stroke on that. On that Pirate's Pillage, and not like something else like an Eldest Reborn. Another Drake. Well, I wonder if they remember that I still have this card answer in my hand. That's not suspicious. Okay, alright. Digging into what's potentially a dive down. We're gonna get a Drizzy Drake from them. Let's hope they don't play like Entrancing Melody. I've been playing with people that have a ton of Entrancing Melodies recently. That's right, Watery Grave, aka Watery Dave, my street name. Probably getting a Dragon Skull Summit. It seems like a safe assumption. All right, let's go ahead and play once again the known card. All right, seems good. Now let's play this. Treasure Map, we'll go ahead and use that at the end of their turn. We all know Bacon Bolt's gonna get targeted at this Crackling Drake, so may as well highlight it for him, help him out. Right here, please, if you so kindly would. Really? There? Okay. Okay. Another Drake. Alright, but they're tapped out this time around. We're gonna need some instant speed removal spells, so I'll keep that. Let's see, how many? What's in my hand there? Okay, I mean I'm in the exile. Let's just keep plussing. I want better cards. Ooh, or another land. It's always nice to have land. Land's good for you. All right, we'll get this out of here. Okay, we have a Moment of Craving and 2 lands in exile, so Moment of Craving for when they have another X4 Drake, if needed. So they just went double opt. So they just need to draw a Phoenix, and then we just push it. Okay, so it's another Drake. Let's see what we can find. Sulfur falls to the bottom. Let's make sure we do this on the upkeep. See if we draw something better so we don't actually have to use Karn's Minus and 2-for-1 that. I mean, that card already drew him a card, so that's even better. Duress. Interesting. Is this good enough? Is this good enough? I want to find an answer. Ooh, that's sweet. Okay. That's something I like seeing. Thank you, game. Very much. So that's how this works. Alright, we're going to have to blow up the Drake. We're going to go ahead and drop the Steam Vents now. Next turn, we do get to use... Pinchy. Next turn, we get to use Treasure Cove to start drawing 2 cards a turn. Luckily, we're at 24, so we're at a pretty healthy life total. Only thing I'm concerned about is I know that as of recent, after like a lot of people have asked me for like my Drake's stuff, and I mean I play the maximized velocity, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen a resurgence of that, and it's been kind of wrecking me. Okay. Everyone's friendly neighborhood goblin. Ooh. That's nice. Okay. What lands is it tapping? Those ones? Okay, that's fine. You have a counterspell for this? You do not. Oh, that's so perfect right now. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. So let's take this one down. Right? No goblin for you, friend. Ideally, unless, you know, you have a way to protect it, which is what I don't want you to do. Okay, perfect. So now that we know this is going to resolve, we have instants in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and grab that. How many spells? They have 11. Let's grab Moment of Craving. Just gains us more health. Why the hoo-ha not? Let's go ahead and make a token here. Make our opponent discard a card. Like, that gets rid of this Bacon Bolt. They still don't have a Phoenix in the graveyard, so... I mean, they could. They could just go Radical Idea, pitch it. Bacon Bolt. Right to it. Alright, that's fine. I feel slightly ahead right now, but at any point they can just go through their whole deck and then we're dead. So shouldn't feel too comfortable. All right. Hopefully they drew into their Phoenixes. Because that's what I... Like, honestly, that's what I need them to do. Just draw into their Phoenixes. We're going to grab back Pirate's Pillage. Let's go ahead and plus with Karn here. They're probably going to give us a land. Whoa! Hey! There's some spells. There are some spells in my hand. They're good ones, too. Let's crack a treasure, see what we can draw with that. Maybe if it's a land, we pitch that. Oh, another Mirari's Conjecture. Well, if there's only good cards in my hand, I guess. Guess we're throwing away that. Star of Extinction is a removal spell. This is instant speed. Let's throw away Star of Extinction. And try to pull it back later. Ah, there you are, land. Thank you. Let's start the loop up here. So we're going to play another Mirari's Conjecture, grabbing back a shock this time. And then we'll pass it back to the opponent. So they're at 20 health, right? So we have 4, so that's 3, 6, 7, 7, so then 8, so that's 15. We could do it for 15 if we wanted to. They may counter us. But hey, what's life without getting countered a few times? We could also, I mean, if it weren't for the fact that we were, like, if the first copy and the second copy were resolved, we'd be smacking them in the face for 30. We could also, like, if they had more health total, we could be milling them out, right? Also, how many cards do I have? All right, cool. So we're going to target them. We're going to target them. Sure, opponent. Okay. I mean, realistically, we only do it for 10, right? So then we don't get like bodied too hard. Resolves. So 4, 3, 6, 7. We do it for 10. That seems pretty good. Do it for 11? What spell do I want to get back from the graveyard? Let's just take this. This way it ensures the fact that we don't get owned by anything that could, like, counter us. So let's just seal the game up now. Like, this for sure just, like, seals the game. 2 lands? Unfortunate for the opponent. Okay. Same result, huh? Okay. Nothing changed this time around? Cool. Do it for 10. Call it a day. I'll draw. I have 25 in my library. $25 in my library, so I can draw the 20 cards. That's fine. I don't want to let them draw too many here. Nothing like winning the game with a, like, 3 hands, 3 full grips. Just 3 full grips. Don't mind if I do. 10 to the opponent. I'll draw. So that's 20 cards. Whee! Yeah! Oh boy! 1-0. Seems great. Alright, Glorpius, good luck. We won our last round, so this is looking pretty good for us so far. Really enjoy the deck. It seems kind of fun. The thing I have a little bit of a concern about is the lack of, like, counter magic. Because, like, I feel like almost any blue-black deck using, like, Disinformation Campaign can grind this deck out of cards, but I guess we're going to find out. All right, is this blue-black? Hopefully, we'll find... I mean, if it is, we'll find out, right? Oh, it's Phoenix. Man! There has to be something else other than Phoenix on the ladder, right? You would think. Let's just play this so we have the ability to hold up Shock and Moment of Craving. Yep. Yep. Gonna go ahead and use this now. Just go ahead and get rid of this. Goblin, once again. The worst thing in the world for us. So, our first round was Phoenix. Our second round will be Phoenix. Play this tapped. Next turn, we'll probably discard, like, the Pirate's Pillage. I mean, the Pirate's Pillage, we'll discard Shock to it. Interesting. We need to find a Lava Coil, where that becomes a problem. Unfortunate. Huh. As of right now, it is not that big of a deal. As of right now. We'll kind of just see how this plays out here, because I mean, we don't have anything else to do. We gotta really dig for that lava coil. That's kind of the issue right now. Really needing that lava coil. Luckily, it's not backed up by a phoenix or anything currently. But that's gonna be happening pretty soon here. All right, so here comes 3 damage. I want to save these for phoenixes and goblins. At this point, using those 2 on that has to be like a last ditch effort to kill it. Perfect. All right, pitch this, because I didn't want to shock. This makes it so we don't have to. Lava coil, there we go. Exactly what I was looking for. Hope they don't have a counter to it. Or a way to like dive down it or something, because that's going to feel real bad. Alright, sweet. Got it out of here. I know we want to save that for the Phoenix, but we do play Mirari's Conjecture. With the Conjecture, it should bring back the lava coil. Granted, albeit on the second chapter, as opposed to the first. Meaning that we may have to take a turn's worth of damage, and it'll be, you know, they'll see it coming. Another one, huh? Okay. Well, we just gotta find another answer. Another lava coil. I think we have 4, so hopefully we find that real soon. I feel like there could be better graveyard hate, too. 8 discard spells. I mean, I guess that's our concession to control magic, right? Not gonna kill that. Oh, wow, perfect. If I shock, that's 2 damage. Is that really worth it? Probably not. Just gonna go ahead and play this. Alright, we made him sack that. Got rid of it. Now we can hold up the shock for their Phoenix when they bring it back. They have 1 Phoenix in the bin right now. Reason why I didn't want to shock is because, yeah, although we don't sack a treasure, we do lose 2 life. That could be very relevant, as there's going to probably be a bunch of reoccurring Phoenixes relatively soon. Oh, nice. And see, they didn't even do anything, so that worked out perfectly. I'm keeping that, so... Playing Karn. What does Karn get us? Karn is going to drop... what on the board? They must have a non-zero amount of shocks in hand, too. Probably getting the land. Or do I get the opt? Okay. Let's just go ahead and play the land. Man, the client's really laggy right now. I'll have to reset this. That memory leak, yo. Good news is they have a Drake in the yard. So with the Drake in the yard, we can immediately grab that and then play it, right? Hopefully they don't have like Entrancing Melody or something. As I told you, everyone and their grandma's been running a few. Ran into somebody that ran like 3 or 4. It was hilarious. The third one really got me, of Entrancing Melody. So Eldest Reborn, though, gonna bring back their Crackling Drake. Karn's sitting at 6. Karn's looking to eat a few burn spells. Or maybe a few swings from Phoenixes. Pinchy, 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 pinch, 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 pinch. Alright. That's 2 Phoenixes in the yard. They have the ability to bring both in. But I'm actually going to let one of them stay. Because I need to make sure that gets exiled. Or try to make that exiled. That's 3 spells. They may use these shocks defensively. Whoa, they got a 3rd one in there? Oh, that must have happened right now. Okay. Let's see how many swing at Karn. None. Alright, I like it. This person's all about business. I like it. This feels really bad, but at the same time, we kind of have to, right? Because we're not just taking 9 for fun. It's like the last thing I want to do. Mirari's Conjecture, kind of exactly what we needed there. It could take their Phoenix, but they just get it back, so it doesn't matter. Like, they'll just kill it, and then it goes back into their graveyard. It's not like it goes into mine, unfortunately. It's just not how the way things work. Does this resolve? I mean, it might probably will, but will you shock your your Phoenix to save it? No, you will not. Okay. Huh. Let's go ahead and minus. Let's just minus. Because now we threaten the clock, right? Because we have a 4/4. We can play Conjecture. Conjecture pulls back a Moment of Craving, which can gain us some life again. Granted, it does cost us 2, meaning that this will shrink a little bit more and our Crackling Drake shrinks, but it's okay. I think that's a trade I'm willing to take to go back up to 18. Lava Coil. Okay. Lava Coil again. Okay. And then here comes the shock to the face. All right, nice. It's 2 Phoenixes back. All right, we're going to go ahead and just kill one of these, putting us back up to 16. And then we're going to get the Lava Coil back. Sweet. Thank you. All right, let's see if they have no defensive shocks. All right, that's cool with me. Let's try to plus see what they give us. Best ramp spell in the game. Sweet. So we're getting the Sulfur Fall. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the Pirate's throw that away to Pirate's Pillage. Okay, not bad, not bad. We at the very least. Next turn, I mean, the worst case scenario is we just get to use this. You know what I mean? To get 2 copies of Pirate's Pillage. I don't hate that at all. Don't have to discard for the second copy either, so that feels good. See if we find something useless to like pitch to this. Well, we're getting an Expansion Explosion, so that's what, 4? That's interesting. That's 4, 7. So we put them at, that's 14 damage to them. We can draw. It's 14 damage. That's a lot of damage. Jeez Louise. Let's just go ahead and do it for 4, right? Because that's still 8 damage, puts them at 12. Don't want to draw too many cards here. I know, that sounds ridiculous, but I actually don't want to draw too many cards. I gotta draw a full new hand essentially with this. Sweet. And then let's go ahead and pass the turn. We're gonna have to discard 5 cards here. Probably the 5 lands we're looking at. Really want to try to draw into the other. Let's discard this too. And that. We don't want to draw too much here. I still want the land because this makes our explosions bigger. So we have one expansion explosion in the graveyard, which is the one we used, and then we have the one exiled under Karn. So we have a Conjecture still in the deck. We have 2 Conjectures actually because we play 3. Yeah, this is fine. Still got the Moment of Craving up for when they play Phoenix just to gain the health back if need be. But at this point, they've got 2 in the exile and 1 in the bin that's going to get exiled again. I mean, I want to say we're in like a commanding lead, but at any point, you know, they could just go through their deck, as I said before, and then just, surprise, you dead. Do you have maximized velocity, friend? In the opponent's tanking. I mean, I guess that's like thankful for tank time. They're not grieving us. I know that. They're probably just like in the tank. Because there's no way that they're just stone cold out of it right now, right? Or maybe they think that because I have so many cards, they are. Do you want to play your land? Looks like we're getting slow rolled here. Here it is. They had the Banefire the whole time. And then they had the other Banefire to kill us after. Okay. Let's take a look at their graveyard. That's 2 shocks in the bin. 3 lava coils. 3 phoenixes, 2 in exile. Feels good. Looks like that's the opponent's concession. Or it's our turn at least. Thank you. Minus. Immediately get this now. Before we no longer have the option to. Then we're going to go ahead and play Treasure Map Karn. Just play Karn again. If you wanted. Are you... I think our opponent might be salting. Having a rough one. Or they might have disconnected. Sure thing. Looks like that's a win. Wow, dude. We I guess we explosioned them into both, like from this game into the next one. So looks like we won that one. 2-0. Atia is going to be our round 3 opponent. So we're off to a 2-0 start. Like I want to run into a. It's as weird as it sounds. I really do want to run into a control matchup. I just haven't. We've run into 2 Phoenix decks. Opponent goes first. Yes. Still, I really want to keep that hand out of greed, but I know I shouldn't, and I won't. Keep that. It's pretty sweet. We can get something on turn 4. I mean, it's likely that we'll draw land. We have a discovery. All right, so green might be Golgari. Ooh, no, it might be tokens. This looks like it's tokens. Hello, opponent. Yep. Resolves. As if I had something to say about that. Let's see. Play a Sulfur Falls here. Kind of need to answer that, though. So I'm going to go ahead and surveil here. I mean, we're selling it that we're a Phoenix deck so far. Like, we're super selling it like we're a Phoenix deck. I want that because I want to find a black... like, at least it's a removal right now. A removal spell. Ooh, we not even live long enough. Because we don't have anything cheap. That, like, a cheap board wipe, right? I mean, we have Star of Extinction, but that's way later. And right now, they're going to overrun us with just all these tokens. So it seems. I guess this is a problematic matchup, right? I mean, I think this is where the fungal infection comes in out of the sideboard to kind of just help give us a little more early interaction. Good news is, though, next turn we discard a card, then we'll get 2 treasures off that, so we'll have a black source. The only thing that I can't tell if I want to do yet is, I think I'm killing Amara, right? No, I'm killing the Knight, because the Knight's the one that expedites the clock. Because at least with this, we can find our way to a Star of Extinction, maybe. Oh. They're chaining those off. That's brutal. Yeah, I think I'm going to chalk this one up as a loss. Let's go. I mean, I'll gladly take the hit, right? All right, here you go. Punch me for 1,000. You got me, buddy. Let's not reveal anything. Let's not reveal anything to our opponent. Because right now they'll play to us as if all they know is that we have treasure map and discovery, and then we lost. We know everything that they've got going on. It's fine. Fine. No blocks? Thank you. Take that to the face. Yes. Yes, get more land. Yeah, okay, so them chaining History of Benalia into History of Benalia is kind of a beating of a lifetime. But, okay. Now we learned, turns out, so it turns out, if you get hit enough times by a bunch of tokens, you will die. Now let's go down one of those. Down some of those. I mean, I guess we don't need a full set of thought erasures, but I know that they're playing, whatever of multitudes, March of the Multitudes or whatever. This isn't great, but I have to assume they bring in some bigger threats, right? And I guess that's what this is for. I don't know if we'll have time to do anything other than... I mean, Shock's decent. Shock's just more early interaction. I don't hate it. Yeah, let's run it. I mean, I'm going to keep this in just in case they play, like, Ixalan's Binding on something of mine. And that way I can actually, like, bounce it back. Alright, let's try this. We went down Pirate's Pillage because it's a little heavy on the curve there at the 4 slot. It does guarantee us a treasure, but I don't want to discard a card for that. Man, that was brutal. We got thoroughly stomped there. No board wipe at all. No early board wipe is what I meant. I mean, like, maybe even like a Fiery Cannonade or something. And I don't even like that card. Interesting. Opponents gonna think like we had a transformational sideboard, or that we just got mana screwed, and yeah, it's obviously color screwed last game. Let's go ahead and play this. It can make a Sulfur Falls untapped, which would let us Thought Erasure. They might have boarded in thinking I was Phoenix, too. So, it's a good thing that we waited. I could copy that. And I think I will. This allows me to play a little more defensively. So I have my 2 to block that with. I'll shock for that. Just take a look at your hand. Legion's Landing, March of the Multitudes, Conclave Tribunal. Conclave Tribunal can stay. The only thing I want it for is Karn. I don't want them to have this Legion's Landing, though. March of the Multitudes is terrifying. Very interesting here. I mean, I guess we could take this, right? No, we take that. Let's just take that. There's no way it's not that one. Leave these back for blockers. March of the Multitudes is nice. They will get to like feed these into that, but that's still some time away. Let's discard that. Keep the Karn in hand. They still don't really have any good targets. If they want to use a Conclave Tribunal on a token, they're more than welcome to. No attacks, no attacks. We leave it back defensively once again. Maybe they go March sometime soon, and then when they go March, we can Starve Extinction them. Lava Coil. All right, let's take a peek at our own top card here. It's an opt. I don't want that. Could have probably waited. Maybe we get another island. Huh. Interesting. I'm not going to crack any treasures for that. Still hoping that they may use that March of the Multitudes right now. Yes. Yes, do it. Do it. Do it for 3. You know you want to, opponent. Yes. Perfect. Only thing that would not be perfect is they had something like Make a Stand. Then that's just pure sadness. Sad Dad 2018, dude. Sure. And sure. Block 2 of these. Come on. You have more to commit to the board, don't you? You don't? Lame. Alright, let's take a look at your hand. Getting a little greedy here. Take that one. Keep that on top too. Enters tapped. I'm going to wait. I need them to commit a little bit more. If not, we just play our own Karn, right? And then we're good. Maybe they even have a Carnage Tyrant or something like that. Dawn of Hope is very problematic here. Okay. This is a whole different game plan now. Dawn of Hope changes everything.
I will defend my allies. There is great power in the things we make.
Dawn of Hope. Can we really beat that? We have to disperse. We have to hope they don't have anything bigger, and then we can disperse that. Because that's going to be a really good engine for them. All at me, you say? Well, I guess I'm blowing this one up. To prevent that life gain. Then I'm going to block the other life gain token. This way, now they can only have... As of right now, they have only one life gain token a turn. But one more land means that they can make 2 a turn. Really need to disperse them, because those tokens don't have a mana cost. Opponent, please. Pass. Nice. Treasure map. Okay. Play this. If we minus, they will have a 3rd token. Right? The 3rd token then can kill Karn. But we don't play this game to be scared. So, in conclusion, we have to kill one of these, though. In order for us to keep Karn, we have to kill one of these. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I have to kill one of these. March of the Multitudes will make it so that they can make a ton of tokens at some point, yes. But as of right now, I'm going to play to what I can, and is to keep these alive. Or keep Karn alive. Karn is our card advantage engine right now. Maybe we just get to a point where we have enough artifacts that these can survive the Star of Extinction. Like, who cares? Star of Extinction? Whatever. Brush it off. We'd have to have a silly level of artifacts, though, so that's probably not happening. Like, if we had our full playset, I guess. Mara, yeah, that seems pretty good. Makes a token for you. All right, we're gonna look at our top card right now. Let's see what we can find. What I want to find an answer to that card, to Amara. More so, we really need to answer Dawn of Hope. That's like the biggest thing right now on their board, Dawn of Hope. All right. So at least we have an answer to Amara, so they can't like go ridiculously wide now with that card. All right. Probably not getting fungal infection. Or maybe we will, because they think that it can't kill Amara, but the lava coil can. Nice. So I'm actually going to attack now. Because let's think here. We can kill one of these and then chump block it. Yeah, let's just send 10 in. Sure. Opponent obviously values the lifelink token, because they should. What is this one token going to do now? So we can kill one, chump block the other with fungal infection, so we should be good there. What else do they have in hand, though? They have so many cards. And, like, I'm so concerned of March of the Multitudes. Ugh. Gross. That's only amazing. Oh, that's only amazing. All right, sure. They can make so many tokens in a turn right now. All right, what can we do about this? They just block 2, right? They don't really care about it after that. We can at least blow that up, though, so that's fine. They're going to give us the mountain. It's okay with me. Maybe we can, like, encourage them to swing now, right? Because they swing out, they have to kill Karn. They don't want me to have a Star of Extinction. So I have to send 3 there. Then we Fungal Infection, block Shock. Let's go to blocks here. Resolves, block. There, 1 blocker. Then we shock the vampire, so they don't get to gain life. Really just need to cut them off the life gain. Karn takes 2. Goes down to 1. If I were my opponent, I probably wouldn't try to draw right now. I'd probably need to make a few tokens. Not gonna lie to you. Okay. I guess they figure that they can gain enough health. That's what, they can make 1 token. Next turn they can definitely start making 2. Right now, may as well just start getting as much card advantage as I can. Do I want to do that? Let me see here. So they can only make 1 token right now. That's fine. They can only make 1 token right now. So that means they can punch through for 2 as long as we leave 1 back. Probably getting the land, naturally. Let's do this after. Let's do this after. I'll send both of these in. Because I believe that they will block 1 to try to draw a card. Alright, so they just took 7. They're down to 15. Let's see, what else? What's our next play here? They don't have enough to make another token good, so we can shock 1. Crack this to get another island, naturally. And let's pass the turn. It's not at an unbearable point yet, so. And the good news is they're still sending 2 into Karn. So killed 1.
You are only hurting yourself.
I mean, soon I should probably grab the Star of Extinction. I wanted to make 1 more token of the, like, 1 more construct token. But that's not looking likely right now. And that looks like, if they're shocking and passing, that's a March of the Multitudes, for sure. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I guess we just kill off Karn here. We just kill off Karn, unfortunately. I don't think we can beat tokens. I'm pretty sure we just can't beat tokens. If they flip that, have Dawn of Hope, I think that's pretty much game over.
Please stop. This will aid us.
Like, this looks pretty game over to me. Until we draw a dispersal, at least. Because once we get a dispersal, we can pitch that. Uh-huh. So for the rest of this game, they would just keep... Yeah, they would just keep making a token chump blocking. Yeah, oh man. This matchup's rough. Maybe I just boarded wrong. No, I don't think... How could I board wrong against this, right? It's pretty straightforward. I just don't think it's supposed to face this deck. Like, it's not counting on playing this matchup. Alright, let's sack a treasure. Let's see what we have left in our deck. Can pull us out of this spot. Can treasure map do anything? We have 31 cards. I guess we still can win this, right? Because if we shock this, they only gain 2 life, meaning they're back up to 15. We could potentially draw a big enough explosion to just kill them. Oh, I didn't have to do that. They don't have haste. What a derp. Hold on, what's in my Okay, cool. So definitely gonna keep that on top. Both of these. Both very good cards to have on top right now. So we play the Conjecture. Conjecture will now grab... What can we grab with this? I mean, it's obvious that it's this, so... But not enough. Alright, pass it back to them. They're going to go up to 15. We'll let them go up to 15. That's fine. Them going up to 15 is not the end of the world. We get a sorcery back this turn, so we can get Star of Extinction again. Clear off the board. Alright, well, unfortunately, that's going to still be around. They're at 16 with that. They may draw another card. But that actually allows us to burn them out even more. So that's actually perfect. We can upgrade our shocks to 4 damage spells. Perfect news. Yep, you got it. Okay. I just want to use this. Let me use this. Okay, they're going to want to keep that around. But at the same time, they know that I have this in my hand. So will they keep it around? Probably. I wouldn't. I see no reason to be honest. Star of Extinction's pretty good here. But so is ripping their hand apart. Yeah, let's just go take Star of Extinction. What are we blowing up? Let's blow up their Temple Garden. If they take 4, they go down to 12. Ooh, that's so good for us. Johnny, get out of here. Let's see what's on top now. Pirate's Pilgrimage. What does that do? So if we do that, we pay 4. We essentially... It's a free spell. It's a free spell. We get to draw 2 more cards. Well, we get to draw 4 cards. That's a free spell. For sure keeping that. Minus 18 on the Adanto Vanguard. Don't mind if I do. Just straight up minus 18. Casually. Our upkeep, we get more treasures. They pay another 4. This puts them up to 9. Then we kill them with Expansion Explosion. Wait, what? Awesome. Okay, so we're going to game 3. We'll just burn them out that way. The good old burn them into the ground. I like it. Opponent's at 9. We have more than enough. 3, 6. This comes over. That flips. Yeah, that's fine. Still want it. Yep. Do they have anything that would blank this? No, right? So it's fine. So we go 4. Cast that. Uh-oh. Let's go to main phase. We need to go to main phase. There we go. Now that's what we're talking about. Now we can do this. And then we shoot him for like 100. Cool. So into game 3 we go. Wow. Luckily we stuck that one out. Because I mean, they were at such a low health. So I think it worked out just fine. Karn might be needed. Want removal. Want all the hand disruption. Like realistically, Opt, I'm not a fan of Opt. It just feels like air. I'm going to drop all the Opts. Like it's always just air in the deck. I'd rather it just be something else, to be honest with you. Like a spell, a removal spell, a discard spell. Almost all of that would feel better, right? Because, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just the way I've always played with Opt. I mean, it isn't that great. It's not Serum Visions, not anything like that. I don't want them flipping Adantos. Adanto does create a ton of tokens for them. The Dawn of Hope was actually what kept them in the game there. So they want to get a Dawn of Hope as soon as possible. Because if they didn't have that Dawn of Hope, I think we would have been way better off. Because our deck is insanely dirtily. Because it's not like we have a Teferi to kill him, but we do have the Burn, which is nice. The Burn does close out the game. Oh, all action. Man, our hand is really strong. Too bad we can't cast anything. I guess I'll keep this. Okay. Feels good. We have a Star of Extinction. We just gotta get it turn 7, right? We get a treasure map, or we get any of the Pirates' Pilgrimage, and then we're there. We're right back. We're just there. Easy. Play that pass. Alright, they got their flower going. So they're... I hope they don't have, like, the back-to-back Benalia. We need some ramp to, like, even keep up with that kind of hand. Ooh, a treasure map. But that's... Us playing it on turn 2 is the same as us just waiting until turn 3. Ooh, wow, perfect. That is actually just perfect. Okay, so we have the ramp. I cannot believe it. We actually drew it. That is, like, perfect. 4th land. You know, it makes it so that we have a shot. We have a real shot here. Like, yeah, of course we're gonna take some damage right now, but there's a real shot here. And if they don't play anything else, then we just kill it with lava coil, right? Oh, sure, that's fine. May as well use it now. A Karn. Am I ready for a Karn yet? Probably. It's not the worst. Sure. So you're gonna blow that up. So it's not a back-to-back. I can live with that. I can live with that. This is interesting. I like Stone Cold lose if I... Let me see here. If I don't kill one of these... These have vigilance, so I may as well kill one of these. We're hoping that, you know, so next turn we're taking 8. That's happening regardless. We really needed some early removal here, but I guess we didn't draw any. Or enough. We drew some. We just needed a little bit more, and we would have been fine. Yep. Gotta be cautious here. How many more of those knights do you think they have? Oh, ease off the gas. Thank you. Oh, they eased off the gas, so I don't have to worry as much now. I think for me, I'm actually going to throw away the Karn. Or we should have thrown away the land. Then we would have been able to keep these cards. Yeah, it's fine. We'll throw away the Karn. Ugh. Super gross. Super gross. Alright, sure. We want to hit a land. A good thing we didn't throw away that land, actually, because now we wouldn't have had a 5th land. We would have had the treasures, but I want a real 5th land. Okay, opponent. We draw another land. That means we save a treasure. We want them to commit a little bit more to the board. Or if not, if we can draw a Moment of Craving to gain us some health, that'll at least kill one, put us back up at a healthier life total, force our opponent into a spot. Yeah, that's fine. They may cast March of the Multitudes, which is slightly terrifying here. March of the Multitudes will probably kill us. This one is looking kind of grim, because we don't have a Mass Sweeper that's cheap, and I think they know that. Really need that Moment of Craving. Yep. So no matter what we do here, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead either way. Because that's 6, that's 6. Doesn't matter. All of it's still 6. Good luck, opponent. I mean, good job, opponent. Darn. 2-1. 2-1. We did not 5-0. We do not get the 5-0. X bees ticks. Bees ticks? Man. Bee sticks? Blue stick? I don't know. Whatever. I butchered your name. I do apologize. This seems pretty sweet. We once again have the lava coil for the early, like, I don't know. I just assume everybody's Phoenix at this point, right? like everyone's Phoenix. Ooh, except for Pinchy. Pinchy's a good friend. Always gotta click Pinchy when I can. Let's go ahead and lead with that. And I need to seriously restart my client. Keep forgetting to do that. Alright. Alright. Seems good to me. Ugh, ugh. Let's really just try to dig for land here. All right. The deck plays 23 lands, but oh, it looks like our opponent's on Jeskai. I think we could actually beat Jeskai fairly easily, right? Oh, well. I asked to see what a control matchup would look like. I guess I'm going to find out now, right? Okay. So our opponent casted Revitalize after we casted Discovery. They're at 23. That knocks them out of lethal. They still play Drakes. They still play Drakes. I'm gonna pitch a Star of Extinction. We have Opt, Discovery, Dispersal. I'm going to bounce that back to their hand. I mean, this card is kind of just hard for us to beat overall. Like, all in all, like, how do we really beat that? Especially against Jeskai. I mean, we have to hope that this resolves, right? Star of Extinction has to resolve. Which doesn't feel likely, but alright, we'll give it a spin. We'll give it a spin. We could also probably just play the Steam Vents. These decks play Drakes, they play Niv Mizzet, they have all of that, so my hopes are that I can actually still, I guess I could just bounce that back to their hand, or bounce the Niv Mizzet back to the hand also works too. Yeah, I don't think I want that. We do have the ability right now to actually play the Conjecture and then protect the Conjecture with the expansion. No, not yet. Not yet. Soon. Because they could always just go Counterspell and then in response to like, but all their counterspells are 3 mana. Now, this doesn't look like the Adrian Sullivan list that we did last week on 5-0 Fish, because he did not play Revitalize, so. I mean, I guess, yeah, sure, that resolves. As if I have anything to really say about it. Yeah.
Time to choose. Always so exciting.
All right, let's go ahead and bounce that stuff back to their hand. They have to discard a card. Hopefully they tap out again sometime soon. We get to play this, which nets us a sorcery or an instant or sorcery. And since Dispersal counts as both, I'm going to grab one of those back. Hold that in my hand. Try to get the Star of Extinction, possibly cast the second one, and then get them to counter it. Hopefully they don't have too many counter spells here. Ral's back. Yeah, that's fine. Can't stop that. So we're going to try to get Star of Extinction once again.
Ooh, let's see what we got.
Hope it resolves. Really hope it resolves here. Or we could just bounce it back to their hand for the 1,000th time. Let's grab Star. We could cast this technically next turn and blow up things twice. They would have to use 2 counter spells. That's so flimsy of a plan, but it may be dumb enough just to work. So what we would do is we can go this turn, we can play the Mirari Conjecture again, right? I mean, it doesn't feel great doing this, though. Like, doing that next turn as opposed to trying to do an explosion feels bad. Yeah, let's just try to blow that up. Okay, so we picked off that land. We picked off the Steam Vents. The Ral is gone. This upcoming turn, we can go ahead and do Explosion for 5, which means we do all 10 at their face, and then draw all 10 cards for ourselves. We do have another Star of Extinction, though, if we need to, like, blow up this. If they play Teferi here, we can actually... That's pretty great if they play Teferi. Crackling Drake, that's fine. Interesting. A Crackling Drake. Don't I want to just blow up the whole board right now? Wouldn't that just be ideal? Yeah, you know what? We're on the LD plan now. We're the LD deck now. Let me think here. They counter that, we still get the trigger anyways. The only thing is we just don't blow up 2 lands. We counter that, we blow up 2 lands, though. And then we try to play... But see, I want to hold on to that because we want to try to resolve that next turn. 2 lands sets them back to that and that, so they have 6 mana after without a Drake. You know, I don't hate that plan, actually. And they lose 2 life. Ooh, the spicy meatball of them losing 2 life. Alright, so, hold on. First copy I'd like to copy is this one. We're countering that one, right? Okay. Cool. Wait. And then now... we blow up this land. So we just dealt 40 damage to the board, and that feels pretty good. And then this one will blow up Thea's Kanta. So they're down to 6 cards. So I just wanted to make sure. Okay, everything's all there. No, not this clown fiesta again.
I've flown on Gale Force winds. Beating you will be a breeze.
Thank you, Rel. This is known. This is known information. Screw it, let's try to slide one of these onto the board. Grab that back. Play the treasure map. And then we get the Star of Extinction back, and then we try to do it all over again.
That's real science.
3, 6, 7. So they'll have 7. 8 lands. So we gotta try to set them back here. We gotta try to set them back. All right. That's our new game plan. We're just the new LD deck. LD all day. All right. Let's see if we can do this. That's 6 damage. We could essentially set up a loop to where we could do it again if we wanted to. Let's just kill this. That doesn't seem too great of an idea. It seems just greedy to try to LD our opponent out. At the same time, as it is funny, it's also pretty darn greedy. Is that big of a deal, though? Because the next turn we just get to get all of our spells back, right? So 3, 6, 7. We won't be able to do that actually twice, so... Counter that. Means Lava Coil will resolve. Let's take a look at our what's on top here. I do want to land. I want probably about as many lands as I can get. I need to play it now. This then allows us to potentially draw something for the next turn. Teferi here will be a little brutal because we are kind of relying on the 3rd chapter of this right now. We are heavily relying on the 3rd chapter right now. 3, 6, 9. They have 9 mana. How many counter spells do they have? That's 2 counter spells we've seen. 2 counter spells. I can see them having 4. If they're playing Revitalize, that means they're trying to play the long game. I just want to hit a land here. If I can just hit a land normally. Oh, nice. Cool. So we can blow up that. They have, I guess we just blow up, I don't know, their islands now? Throw that away, we don't need that. Alright. So we get 2 copies of anything that we want to do right now. So we could actually go 4, 8, shoot that for 4, draw 8 cards. Or we could just be funny and blow up 2 lands again. Yeah, let's just blow up 2 lands again. We targeted the Glacial Fortress. That'll give us another copy. Let's blow up the Sulphur Falls. Just hate out all their blue sources.
Signs indicate that hurt.
Like, honestly, like, this might just be a real plan. Just to hate out all their blue sources. Because we could potentially do that soon here. We just need this to happen. We just need to get it to happen again. Like the Mirari Conjecture, if it happens one more time, we can blow up all their blue sources. And leave them on red-white. Well, at least we'd leave them down to 1, but that means Sinister Sabotage is out of the cards, and they can only counter us once a turn. Wait a minute. Did I only target... Did it only target that one? That doesn't seem right. Something seems off here. Sure, I'll take that. That's pretty good. Yeah, hold on. Did that only target one? Or did they just play another land? I think they might have just played another one. Instant or sorcery that we could use to blow this back up, huh? So that's 4, so we can do 3, 4, 5. 5 allows us to get a full grip without making us discard. Sure, they'll draw a card, but we get rid of Niv Mizzet. Maybe we can just win on the back of just like getting their Niv Mizzet back from our Eldritch Reborns. Another lands. Another batch of lands. Darn it. We don't want these two, but it is helping us go wider. Or, okay, sure. We are hitting all of our resources, so that is nice. Let's play this. Double tap our... I mean, we're going to tap our 2 mountains down. They must have some kind of counter magic at this point. They must have a silly level of counter magic. Sinister Sabotage? Sweet. Seems reasonable. So they countered that through that. They're at 19 and we're at 25 cards. I mean, at what point do we just try to just like burn, like draw, like mill them out? All right. They only have 1 blue up. Only 1 blue up. So I know this is going to like at least resolve because then I could expansion copy it, get back expansion. I want to copy that, actually. Because in copying that, I draw 2 cards. And I get it back anyways. Or I can have 2 copies of this card. I'll just take 2 copies of the card. Because I may want to use that as another counterspell later. I'll just take 2 copies of the card. Sweet. So now we grab one of these again. They don't know about this copy. And then it's their turn. Okay, so we might be able... Like, I think we're going to win now. It's just going to be a slow and grindy game. I asked for a control matchup, and I definitely got it. So they definitely don't want to deal with the fact that we've been blowing up all their lands. Go down all the shocks. I feel like this deck should be pretty streamlined. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. I love it. I love it. We got... They only had enough blue to counter us once. So good. So good. The LD plan. I think I know what I'm hating out. Oh, look. The LD plan once again. Wait, they choose to go on the draw. That's a spicy meatball. You know, it is a slow matchup, though. So they do get to draw the card, and they definitely want to have that card draw, so... Seems good to me. I'm going to do this, see if they have Escanta early. They do not have the Escanta early. So we're going to just take Ral. Too much redundancy in all of that. We don't have... I think they're expecting the Thief of Sanity. I got so much bad news for you, buddy. We don't have any creatures except for what Karn produces. Alright. I'll keep that. That's pretty good. We can copy that spell. That spell being Chemister's Insight. Yeah, we have the expansion. Expansion can stay in my hand. They have Niv Mizzet, Lava Coil, double Chemister's Insight, huh? Ooh, Pirate's Pillage. I do like that. That is pretty nice. Alright, let's see what we've got now. Thought Erasure. I do like that too. I like all my cards right now, so that is kind of an issue. We'll just let them go. Because then we can just either... I want them to try to cast that so we get to draw 2 cards with it. But this could be our counterspell. That's the difference here. That could be our counterspell. But drawing 2 cards is pretty nice. Yeah, let's draw 2 cards. Yep. Pretty sweet. That resolves. We have a Thought Erasure. Probably gonna just have to direct that towards any kind of counterspells they might have. Sweet. I guess we'll just Star of Extinction them. I guess we'll just have to Star of Extinction our opponent. Let's blow up their steam vents. This is already starting off great. This is starting off great. They are a little mana screwed, so that is a little rough. You know, we're blowing up their lands on top of that. Let's see what we can find here. The expansion, they can copy it. Sinister Sabotage. All right, that makes sense. They have to figure out if they're trying to bottom. So, let's see here. All right, we're gonna play this because then next turn we can just go ahead and make them. We're gonna try to get them to discard that. We could do it now, even. Just do it now. All right, so ionize. We do that, that, and that. Okay. Almost everything they do is gonna like counter me, so. May as well let them have that. So we rip the Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet is now forcing our opponent. Oh, wow. Good draw from the opponent there. Good draw from the opponent. Very good draw. Well, also very good draw from me. Skill. Just nothing but skill. All the way. All the way. That was a very a good draw from the opponent, but I drew just as well. Okay. I'm going to cast this into them. Whatever they might have. Come on. Are they trying to fire that off? Alright. Oh. Oh, this is so good. I want that on top. That's fine. Draw. They discard a card. We pitch this. We draw 2 more. Get 2 treasures. We're gonna blow up their lands again. I'm definitely gonna blow up their lands again. Without a doubt, I'm gonna blow up their lands. So let me see here. How many spells do they have? They have 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they have more than enough, right? They have more than enough. So I may as well just get... Let me see here. If I get a Drake, it at least draws me a card. For sure. Yeah, I'll do that. 3, 6, so this is 3, 6, 7. Let's draw a card. Nice. Or I guess we could also dig for a specific card with this. That's pretty sweet too. Yeah, this lets me dig. I like that a little bit more. Allows me a lot more fun.
Think you can beat? Hope we get something good.
I'll take the Karn. 100%. And then now let's blow up their also for false. Really mess with their colors so Niv Mizzet can't do anything.
Well, that was unpleasant.
I'll throw that to the bottom. Upkeep, we'll see what we can do after. Now, I could have kept the dispersal, bounced this back to their hand. And then this way it makes so that could have attacked into them. Lava Coil, don't need that either. We can play Double Karn. But even better, do I want to play Double Karn? Or do I want to just play Mirari's Conjecture? Mirari's Conjecture is pretty sweet, and I'm pretty sure this would, like, lure out the counterspell. Like, there's no way this doesn't lure out the counterspell, right? Sure, Ionize. Resolves.
Efforts are futile.
Alright, here we go. We're hoping for gold here. Does this one stick, or do they have Negate? Disdainful Stroke. They have a lot of things that can counter this. Alright, so we'll grab Expansion Explosion. Pass it back to them. Now when they use their Ionize, we can use it to counter them back. What we gotta get here is our Star of Extinction. Oh, reliable. Oh, reliable. Star of Extinction. It's always the right answer, to be honest. Or we can draw a ton more cards. With Pirate's Pillage next turn, holding up the Expansion Explosion part of it. We'll get Star of Extinction. See if they counter this. If we pitch a treasure map, will they counter this? And then if they do, then we get to play Karn. Negate. Interesting. Sure. It's fine. So we got them to use Negate. Let's go ahead and cast this now. That's another Ionize coming from them. This has got to get an Ionize from them. There's no way it doesn't. Some kind of counterspell will be used on this day. Yeah, that's totally cool. Alright, so next turn, we're going to have to try to draw some cards. We're just going to have to use Expansion to draw some cards. They must be running out of counterspells at some point here. I mean, we get to... Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to be really good for us. So, what is that? They play Syncopate, they play Firemind's Research. Do we kill them? Of course, that's 3, 5, 8. That's 8 next turn, so we can deal them 16 total. So that's 18 total. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so we have 3, 6. So let's do 6. Alright. Alright. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. We have a bunch of cards. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're 3-1. 3-1. Theriaclis, welcome, buddy. 4-1. That's what we're going for. I'll keep. Early interaction. Boom. Lava Coil. Take it. Play this. Pretend we're on Phoenix. Maybe we get a free win out of that. Alright. Mono white. I'm not going to use the Lava Coil on that. How useful is this to me? I guess it's better than nothing. Alright. Go ahead and play... I'll play that. I'll play the Steam Vents. Play the Steam Vents because since we kept the treasure map on top, we draw the treasure map. Oh no. Okay. They're getting that explosive start. Okay. That's 3 Sky Marcher Aspirants for our opponent. A little concerned here. to keep one of these off the field. I don't want them to play Legion's Landing and then flip it. But I'm also afraid of Banalish Marshal. Oh, thank you. Sweet Christmas. Oh. Kind of bad for us. Alright. Luckily, though, once again, we do have the ability to shock. Nice. Perfect. This is perfect. We'll shock one of these. Then we're going to Moment of Craving the Adanto Vanguard. They are behind on mana, so I believe they probably have a solid chunk of 3-drops they could be playing. Get this out of here. Play this. We're going to play the Drowned Catacomb. And now we've got the treasure map on our board. Oh boy. Need to really dig here. Treasure map, get me some Christmas magic. Sure. Hunted Witness from our opponent. We'll keep the Pirate's Pillage on top. We scry in response to that. So we get to. I'm going to go ahead and pitch Sulphur Falls to the Pirate's Pillage. Alright, Lava Coil. That's pretty good here. It actually eliminates that the Hunted Witness and its token. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of that. Then I'm going to crack a treasure at the end of their turn. And then I'm going to use the treasure map, upkeep, flip it again. Alright, then we'll flip this to get another batch of treasures. Play the Mirari Conjecture. Pirate's Pillage again on top. Sure, I'll keep that on top too. Expansion on top after the next scry. So I'm going to play Conjecture for sure here. Conjecture comes down, grabs me one of these Moment of Cravings. Something that I'm desperately in need of. Wait till their turn. No need to take any damage from the Sky Marcher's Aspirant. Or, I mean, I can, actually. We have time. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take it. Because we have the way to gain our life back up to 10. Let's go ahead and grab... So there's Pirate's Pillage, but I'd rather just get a Lava Coil. Because our opponent just played a Hunted Witness. Let's just pass the turn to them. Okay. History of Benalia. So we take 3. It's 3, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 permanents, so the Snubhorns fudge. Yeah, I mean, I guess, sure. I got nothing. Alright, Conclave Tribunal gets... Our opponent just pretty much convoked all their threats and then took our Mirari Conjecture. I guess it's time to draw. Or so we can do it for... Let's just do it for 7. Really want... I'll draw. I'll do it for 5. Blue. Blue. There you go. Alright, so we explosioned their face for 5. Didn't draw what we needed there, but we did draw another explosion. Let's go ahead and just Lava Coil the Snubhorn. Or let's Lava Coil the Hunted Witness. Lava Coil the Hunted Witness again. Play Eldest Reborn. Elders Reborn leaves us with 1 mana. We use that for shock. Okay. And then we're just going to shock the knight. And then now they only have the Snubhorn Sentry and the additional token that's coming out of the 2nd chapter of history. So they still do not have the City's Blessing. That's 4, that's 7, so they need 3 more permanents. 2 more permanents. Heroic Reinforcements, it's pretty good. It's actually very good. What is that? So that's exactly 2 more permanents. So we have to do this to make it so that we don't get hit for too much here. Because that gives it the City's Blessing if we don't respond to it. So we don't want them to hit us for more damage than they already are. Right, this is a little unfortunate here. We can bounce. We can bounce this back, right, with the dispersal, giving us back our conjecture. Conjecture then allows us to get a moment of craving. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, let's do that. You have to discard a card. What's it going to be? All right, it's the Conclave. And then now we play this tapped. This Steam Vent's tapped. All right, History of Benalia goes off. They don't have any knights around. They only have 7 permanents. If they play another Heroic Reinforcements, we have to pop the treasure, go Moment of Craving. Okay. Moment of Craving, someone's going to kill both the 5. Alright, sweet. So we're up at 9. So we take 5, we're down to 4 again. We get a sorcery back. We can grab, I guess, Lava Coil, because we need it. Seems pretty useful here. We can grab... What do they have in their graveyard? Not much in the sense of creature department. Lava Coil is something that kind of keeps us alive here. Doesn't feel great, though. Yeah, sure. Get the Lava Coil. Get the Sky Marcher's Aspirant. They're going to sack a token. If they have another Heroic Reinforcements, we're in trouble. I think we're dead if they have that. Actually, I'm very sure. We are dead. We just straight up are dead. Because they get 2 more tokens. They discarded 1. Do they have a 4th one? Oh, whew. Oh, man. I was so worried they might have had a 4th one. Oh, what a good draw. Pick that off. Pick that off. Let's discard that. Get 4 treasures this turn. We're gonna go ahead and cast the Discovery. Get 2 copies of Discovery. Star of Extinction's pretty good. Throw both of these lands away. Lava Coil. Okay. No. We're not. Actually, hold on. I mean, no, yeah. If they draw Heroic Reinforcements, their 4th copy. Nice. Okay. I didn't want to chance it. I know how unlikely it is, but Yeah, as I said, I just didn't want to chance it. It was way too crazy for me. We would have been dead. We could just hopefully untap, draw a ton of cards. It just felt a lot safer. All right, so what late game are we not trying to have too much of? Eldest Reborn. This does deal with the eventual Adonto Vanguard, but we have so many things against it now, so we should be good. Because Adonto Vanguard, we have all the fungal infections that we just brought in. Expansion does double up our removal spells. That's pretty nice. Let's drop a Karn. Karn's a little slow. It's a sorcery speed thing. It doesn't answer the board. It provides us with at best a blocker. It's usually just a ramp spell. I'll keep one in. We have a shock. I'll keep. We have perfect Grixis mana here so far. I mean, whether or not we draw a third and fourth and fifth land is what remains to be seen, but let's find out. I'm just going to probably use Discovery if I don't draw a land, because I really, really do need to make sure we draw a land. Yeah, I'm going to use Discovery. It's too risky. Yeah, I mean, we just gotta draw past it. I hate throwing away the Conjecture, but okay. Good news, though, is that we have double mountain, so we can shock twice. Bad news is that we have the hand that we have. Outside of the shock, everything else is not going to work unless we draw a land. I mean, Lava Coil's fine, sure. Kill that. And kill that. They have a 3-2. We're going to just have to use Lava Coil on it. Pick that off. And then now when they swing in with the Sky March or Aspirant, we're going to have the Fungal Infection. Alright. Experimental Frenzy. We still need lands. This is going to be problematic if we don't hit any lands here. Whew, that's a really good card for them to hit. A Shield Mare. Nice. Can I draw a land? Okay. It's going to be some time. As of right now, this clock isn't the absolute worst. Hey, we drew a land. There we go. Yeah, Karn's not happening anymore. At this point, we need to kind of just go through our deck. Alright, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn, we can go ahead and use the Star of Extinction, blow up their Sacred Foundry. Or no, we're going to blow up their Adonto land. Sorry. It's because that's going to flip. Heroic Intervention is going to be kind of a pickle here. Wait, what are you doing? Oh my god, are you really going to just take a treasure? I mean, I guess. It actually does keep them around for a whole nother game. Unfortunate. May as well use it. May as well use it this turn. So they don't get to flip a land. We gain some life back. Shock. They have 3 mana. Take 3, we go down to 12. We're going to go ahead and cast another Pirate's Pillage. This time we'll pitch a land. Cool. Okay, we want them to commit a little bit more to the board, but not with heroic reinforcements. Oh, God. I think we're dead. That's 4. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. So we're at 1. That's only amazing. Okay. Nice. Nice. Comfortable 1. I like it. Never felt better. And we lose. Hunted Witness. Yeah. Okay. You got it. Yeah, that one we're gonna just chalk it up to us like just falling too far behind from being on like negative lands. All right, we just want to sweep the board all day long. That's all we're doing. We're just sweeping the board, and we're gonna like maybe use Karn to try to dig us out of some like spots where we run out of cards. But my gosh, that was a brutal beatdown. We sat there and just like we blocked it with our face. You know, nothing like blocking with your chin. Opponent, please let me get some lands. All right, yes, dude. Oh my gosh, lands. We might even get to have a game this time. This is perfect. I'm gonna dig. Don't want that. Don't want that either. That's way too grindy right now, and we're not even at the point of stabilizing. An opt? Sure. No reason to take damage, just because, so get out of here. Oh no, is it? Oh no, hold on. They're not out of their phases yet. Okay. Let's go and opt. Pirates Pillage? Come on, Pirates Pillage. Shock. Okay, that's not the worst. Another opt. Still decent. Lava Coil, don't want that. Alright, I guess I'll take that now. It's not the absolute worst thing. The Mirari Conjecture is pretty good here. We can grab back a Moment's Craving and then get back to Discovery. Sure. I'm going to shock one of these just so I don't take more damage. Alright, so this should balance it out to where I'm down to an even 20. Actually, we could just grab that too. Right? Like we just grab... Let's just kill it. Kill it, grab it back. And then just play Conjecture. Get back a Moment of Craving again. This way Adanto Vanguard doesn't completely destroy us. Dispersal can be got on the backside because of Discovery. Discovery Sorcery. Oh, man, this is gross. Okay, I was like, Heroic Reinforcements? Because that would be gross. A little late, but better late than never, I guess. Pass it back to the opponent. Man, Conclave Tribunal on the Conjecture, huh? Is that the life we live now? Sure, that's fine. I have to hold on to this Moment of Craving for Adanto Vanguards. Maybe if they like flip the Legion's Landing, that's when we'll use the Star of Extinction. Well, I don't want you to gain life. Sure. They're going to flip the land. We're going to take 9. That puts us down to 15, but we can blow up the land now, so that feels good. Hopefully they overcommit. Just overcommit, opponent. Oh. Star of Extinction takes out that land and their board. What do they have in hand now? An Ajani. Unfortunate. That is really good for them.
Proud to have come so far.
Will you shock? I mean, will you play into the shock? Okay, you are. Well, good thing I don't have a shock. I'll wait until they target it with Ajani's +1. What are they tanking on? Huh. Or maybe they disconnected. Alright, what can we draw to get out of this? So I'd love to draw another Pirates Pillage or whatever. That'd be really good. An Explosion, self-explanatory why that's so good. Because we can pick off Ajani now. Draw a billion cards, resetter. I think that's it, actually. I think Explosion is probably the best thing we could draw. It's the absolute best thing we could draw. Is this all intentional? Because we just watched an action happen. Okay. Maybe they accidentally hit pass turn. And no, actually, I guess it's my turn. Wow, called it. Magic's an easy game when you just draw what you need. Really is, you know? I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill that and then a Johnny. Not too worried about a Johnny right now. They must have disconnected or something. I can't imagine them being that mad right now. Alright. Johnny used a plus, so we can go ahead and shoot it down for 4 if we wanted to. It's fine. I would like to draw cards, please. So we blow up a Johnny. So they have just been sitting there? They're just like being extra salty or something? I don't know. Let's play the treasure map first. Then we get to scry. Move that to the bottom. Pitch that. Get 2 more treasures. Alright. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait here. Because then we can Conclave Tribunal, get back the expansion explosion. Or we can bounce that is what I mean. Sky, or, okay, sure. And then they have to discard, thus giving back the Mirari's Conjecture, meaning that we can get back Moment of Craving also. Interesting. Yeah, let's just grab this back. It's fine. It's fine. Kill this. Get it out of here. Let's go ahead and dig around. Move that to the bottom. Pass it to the opponent. Because I believe that we can probably find that an expansion explosion fairly soon. And in the meantime, what are we going to do like when the Adanto Vanguard just keeps smorking us in the face? Move it to the bottom. 1 expansion explosion. We have a way to clear the board. That's not a concern. Ah! There we go. It's like I said. Magic's an easy game when you just draw what you want. Sure. Grab that. Blow this up. Your turn, opponent. So next turn we can go for, what is it, 4, so that's 3, 6, 7. We can do it for 12, so that's 24. We win next turn. We win next turn, barring unless they draw like a Conclave Tribunal. Heroic Reinforcements doesn't save them here. So it's 4, so 3, 6, 7, 7, so we do it for 12. Alright. Here you go, prone. A mercy. A mercy killing. It's 24 cards, right? Okay. I just gotta make sure there's 24 cards, right? Okay. Nothing else. Sweet. And we got there. So that puts us at 4-1 for this week's video. Ah, darn. Well, we won with the win, but we got 4-1 this week. Did not get the 5-0, but the deck was fun. It was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed the Conjecture again. So it's as I thought. I played through it. It was just constantly just building up treasures with the pillages and the treasure maps. Those were so essential to to us winning. Of course, there was Eldest Reborn to deal with Planeswalkers. I did wish there was definitely more ways to directly deal with a Planeswalker other than hope that they just don't, that they don't play anything else. This way, I can actually like maybe a Vraska's Contempt or something like that. The shocks were good. I mean, we got paired against Phoenix, and I actually liked our matchup with the 4 lava coils, the shock, and the Moment of Cravings combined with the Conjectures to just repeatedly gain us life back. I thought that was pretty sweet. I was a little worried about the fact that we had a lack of graveyard removal, but the lava coils, all that stuff, I mean, it was worth it. The Star of Extinction was hilarious. We got to blow up a ton of lands, so that was sweet. But so the whole point of the deck so far seems to be revolving, as I told you, around these 4 cards. These 4 pieces were very, very essential to our game plan. Oftentimes I wanted the treasure. I mean, I don't know what deck doesn't want a treasure map on 2 now. This helped us get to our pieces, with the Conjecture or maybe a sweeper, all that stuff. Really liked it. This was essential, and more importantly, the backside of this treasure map, when it flips over, once again, you're creating so many treasures, it expedites your clock if you have the Conjecture out. You can seriously just burn somebody down to the ground with this card because you'll be able to produce 3 extra treasures, and on top of that, if need be, you can use those treasures as a way to draw cards when I need to re-up. Let's say if I go, I didn't get to go up against any blue-black decks, but I assume that with how many ways they're going to be discarding our hand, disrupting our game plan, that this should be able to help us stay in the game, hold up cards so that we could play around things like Disinformation Campaign. Also, this is just, once again, an engine. So very important for the deck. I definitely understand the 4, and I think you need it. Of course, this may not seem like much, but I really, really liked Pirate's Pillage. This card was huge. It was a way to get us 2 treasures, which, as you already know, pairs very well with the treasure map. And on top of that, makes it so that we can continue to add to our deep stack of treasures, so this way we can burn our opponent out more. And it drew us 2 cards. And oftentimes, I would just pitch something that is useless, maybe in a control matchup. If I don't need the Moment of Craving against Jeskai, I'll just pitch it. This card was huge. This was way better than I thought it was. At first, I was this card's alright. It's cute. It's funny. It's used in a few meme decks. But oh my gosh. Getting those treasures were perfect. Needed these. Definitely want 4 of these. And then, of course, the whole thing, the whole engine here. Yes, you saw me win a few games probably just on the back of, Eldest Reborn. But this card keeps us in those grindy games. It's so huge. And that 3rd chapter, burning our opponents out, as you saw a billion times, was key. It was essential. It was beautiful. It's what I love about the Mirari Conjecture. And on top of that, as I said, sometimes you need to just be able to grind, right? So the instant card from your graveyard getting returned to your hand, boom, return an expansion back to my hand. A nice thing I liked about it, Discovery Dispersal. Since there's one side that's instant, which is Dispersal, and then there's the first side, which is Discovery, which is Sorcery. So you could choose whichever mode out of the 2, the first 2 chapters that you want to use to get back a Discovery Dispersal, which was huge because we could bounce stuff back, maybe a Teferi or something like that. This card kept us in a lot of games, and as you already know, the 3rd mode wins the game. You would think that with something like this you'd want 4 of, but really you don't need 4 of these because it is clunky. It's still 5 mana. That is a lot of mana. It doesn't do anything initially the turn it comes down when it hits the board, unless we're talking way late in the game. You're top decking this with 13 mana. So you want 3 because you do want to see it, but you don't need the 4th copy. You can get away with 3. So this card was a huge blast to play with. And of course, the reason that we won so many games that tied together with the Mirari Conjecture. I mean, as you saw there, since this is an instant spell, you can use it freely in the first couple of turns. Maybe you want to use your expansion to copy a draw spell from your opponent. Maybe double up on a burn spell. Maybe you were up against aggro, so you decided to go, all right, boom, I want to copy my Moment of Craving. Kill 2 threats, gain 4 life. Beautiful. Mwah, love it. Then late game after you've played your your Mirari's Conjecture, you're able to pull this card back as it is an instant spell, so you use it with the first chapter. You can also use this card, the expansion, as a counter spell in the control matchups. You may have seen how I held it back for some turns as a way to like jam Conjecture, hold back, use the expansion so I can copy their Ionize or their Sinister Sabotage or something like that, or their negates. And then resolve the Conjecture, pull this card right back, and then you get to do it again later, or use it for the explosion half to close out the game. And okay, I didn't get to live the dream because most of the time I was burning my opponents out anyways, but I just want to say the deck still could be called Burn Mill. It kind of works, right? Like, and this is the only milling aspect you have. But really, other than that, there's no milling. But nonetheless, it was a blast to hit our opponent for like 18 cards or 18 life and then draw 18 cards, or 12, hit him for 12 on the first copy. So then the second copy is another 12. That's 24 life and 24 cards. Don't mind if I do. This deck was a blast to play. Though we ended it at 4-1, I still had a lot of fun. I'd love to see more come from the Mirari Conjecture deck. I'm probably going to work on that some more on my own time. So thank you so much for watching the second video in this series. If you liked the video, make sure you do us a huge favor. Follow us all on our social medias. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell button to find out when we have any new videos coming to the Goldfish channel. It is I, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger, signing out, and I'll see you back in the next episode.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.